Welcome back, everybody. Today's video is, I believe, episode 30, which is crazy. I can't believe I've actually already done 30 of these videos. But anyways, today's topic is coming from Deuteronomy. So I finished Exodus, Numbers, and Leviticus last week. So we're beginning this week, and I'm into Deuteronomy. And anyways, this kind of goes with what I posted on my main gaming channel yesterday. I was kind of telling my life story and everything like that, and I was reading through this, and I feel like it almost just totally resonates with everything I was saying yesterday. So here we go, starting at Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2. Remember how the Lord your God led you through the wilderness for these 40 years, humbling you and testing you to prove your character, and to find out whether or not you would obey his commands. Yes, he humbled you by letting you go hungry, and then fed you with manna, a food previously unknown to you and your ancestors. He did it to teach you that the people do not live by bread alone. Rather, we live by every word that comes from the mouth of the Lord. For all these 40 years, your clothes did not wear out and your feet didn't blister or swell. Think about it. Just as parents discipline a child, the Lord your God disciplines you for your own good. So I'm reading that because I think I very resonate with this in my own life. I feel that I've spent 30 years, actually it's almost hilarious that it's 40 years because, um, yeah, I'm going towards 40 years I've spent in the wilderness away, and I do hear the whispers of God, and there is a lot of times God has protected me and he has provided for me. I've never had a point in my life where if I look back now, I don't think that God provided for me. And I just haven't been faithful, right? I've broken commandments out of the 10 commandments he's given. I've definitely broken a few of them. And at this point now, what I'm trying to do is just kind of put them back. So, for instance, one is my honor thy parents, right? My family just was never close, and I just never put effort into it. Like me and my sister, kind of as adults, have grown apart. I'm really not close with my father. I basically never talked to him. My mother's probably the person I'm closest with, but still, we go about our own thing. We talk like maybe once a month, something like that. Maybe not even once a month. So we're not a close family. Um, but that's definitely something I want to work on. So I've been here being my parents. I've been with them for about not quite a month, but I've been visiting, and my mom's been reading the Bible with me, and she got away from that for years, and probably my whole life. My mom hasn't, so she's been getting back into it. And me and her have had a lot of harder discussions. Same thing I did with my sister also when she was visiting. And yeah, I think they're the hard discussions that are necessary to put our family back on the right path, to kind of heal our family, to heal some of our wounds. And I will be leaving here in a little over a week, so probably around March 10th. I'll be actually going to my sister where she lives in Maine, and I'm gonna stay there. I don't know. There I might stay for quite a while. I might kind of set my roots down, so to say. But I expect to stay there for at least a year. And her family has struggles right now. Um, my niece, Luna, she was born and one of her arms is disabled. So that's something. And then her brother Frank, they're only 2 years apart, so they're both close. They're both very young, 2 years old and 1 years old. And my brother-in-law, his brother actually has mentally disabled, and he's had to be in assisted living the majority of his life. And they just found out he has colon cancer. So and if you know anything about cancer, that's one of those cancers you can't do anything about. Like, he's gonna die, and the family just has to kind of deal with it. But I mean, that's very hard for my brother-in-law, he's also not really close with his family. His family's kind of broken, just like my family's broken. So it sounds like a crazy situation that I'm putting myself into, but I think it's not think, I know this is what God wants for me. I know He's sending me there to help my sister and her family. And I know by helping them, it's going to be also fixing our family. I think me and my sister always have, both of us shared one desire that has always been common, which is we want a close family. We want the family, that's always there and loves and talks and cares about each other. But we just never had it. Before in my life, I didn't have the tools to fix it. I wanted to fix it, but I didn't know how to fix it. But with God's guidance and help, I think I've kind of slowly built the tools that I need to do my part to help to fix the family. And I think the same thing applies to my sister.